You're watching News 54. Last week's much-publicized debate between Kenya Kwanza running mate Rigathi Gachagua and Azimio's Martha Karua was followed by over 30 million Kenyans. This means that the debate elicited a lot of interest from Kenyans who wanted to know more about their future deputy presidents. Nevertheless, this week's debate between Deputy President William Ruto of Kenya Kwanza and Azimio boss Raila Odinga won't be taking place as initially planned. This is after the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga pulled out on Sunday saying he can't use the same podium with the DP whom he termed as one person who lacks decency. Reacting to Raila's move, political analyst Professor Herman Manyora has termed the Azimio boss decision as ill-advised. Speaking to Citizen TV on Monday morning, Manyora said he would have advised Raila to attend the debate could he have been his advisor. Nevertheless, he was quick to add that the reasons like media bias which Raila gave for not attending the debate are genuine. He gave examples of previous debates whereby UDA gubernatorialists Pier and Johnson Sakaja came to the debate late and the organizers had nothing to do about it.
What is this obsession with candidates and campaigns influencing what they speak about at the debate?
I wouldn't have wanted Raila to skip the debate, but if he has reasons, the reasons are also there. Look, up to that 21st, Hussein Mohammed is still trying to dictate what kind of questions should be asked, what time should be allocated to what, and they had been talking about unfairness of the media and so on and so forth. And if you look at the debate itself, the one between Rigathi and Sakaja, you could see Sakaja coming in late. And that didn't seem to bother anybody of the organizers or the moderators. And he walked in here with a phone. I didn't know the phone was not allowed, but if that is true, if the other one had been asked to leave his phone behind, this one comes with it. You saw the one of Rigathi Gachagua, he was with Mwakenya and Pamana. So I would understand if Raila realizes this is just a joke, and I'm not going to be part of this joke.
Did it feel like a joke for you?
Yeah, and I don't think, I've not taken time to look at this seriously.
No, you know, Haman, you're saying things,
yes.
But then discounting them when I ask of your specific assessment. So I'm lost because the viewer is listening to you and trusting.
What I'm saying is, I have made a statement that if I were the one advising Raila, I would tell him to attend the debate. I've said that. But I also add, if he is not attending the debate, he could have reasons, and the reasons are there. I can see them myself. So I leave it to the viewer to judge. I can't judge for the viewer. I mean, you can understand if he's boycotting this debate, there is a reason, and evidence is there. Okay, the way it's run and so on and so forth. So, but then you'll have to allow me to address one or two things. Again, you know, when we sit here, we must not make sweeping statements. When you say Raila has possessed the 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗨 pot, exactly what are you saying? And you didn't even ask him. No. How does an individual take a pot and put in his pocket? Can Raila put 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗨 pot in his pocket and it becomes his? That's reckless. It should not be allowed on a platform such as this when Wakili and I and Sam are seated there. The matter of degree, Sam, let these people look for something else. You know, Moi was president for 24 years. He didn't have a degree. Out of the 15 or so American presidents, about more than half didn't have degrees. I'm not saying Raila doesn't have, but I'm saying the obsession with the degrees. And the debating has nothing to do with the degrees. You can debate a guy without a degree and they floor you. So let's not kutafutilia tu vitu tu ambato hatuna sababu. And finally, nani?
What soil is that?
Finally, Caleb. When you are looking for who has won the debate, you must be very careful. And ask yourself, what does winning a debate mean? What does an opinion poll by the CNN or by citizens? Are they in the same league? Are they the same people being asked? Who has more bloggers? Let me tell you this. When you are Martha Karua and you are debating, you must be aware there are two sets of audience you are addressing. Martha Karua was well advised. But the people who advised her to address only one set of the audience, which is the serious audience you want to sway. Rigathi, on the other hand, again addressed one set of audience which Martha Karua failed to address, the cheering crowd. Now, I want to tell you, it's not too late, Caleb. Tell Ruto. The people who cheer when you talk are already in your side. They're already your voters. They add no value. But they color the debate, the spice of the debate. They make people think you are winning. So it is good. To that extent, the advisors of Martha failed to tell her, much as you address the people who matter, you should also address the audience that cheers. That's where they failed.
How do you separate the two?
Now, the two is very clear. Those who are cheering are already in your camp. They are already your supporters, are already voting, they already made up your mind. Who was Martha Karua addressing? Martha Karua was addressing the undecided voter. Why is somebody undecided? Ask Tom Wolf when you meet here on Sunday. They are critical, they are thinking, they are weighing options. They have not been swayed, if they are from Mount Kenya, by the hatred they have of Uhuru or the fear they have of Raila. They have not been swayed there. They are not sycophants, they are not basing themselves merely on tribe. So they are still weighing options. Now, if you look at who won that debate between Karua and Rigathi, Karua won. Because she was addressing the undecided Kikuyu voter. And that undecided Kikuyu voter is likely to go for the Karua who looked well measured, well controlled, looking stately, somebody who at any time can become not just deputy president, but president. Finally.
Yet you have no way of verifying what you're saying.
Finally, but I'm saying that's how it happens. Finally, Sam and Caleb and Wakili, when you say you want to talk issues, this country, and I want to say this very, very briefly, Sam, if you allow me.
Go ahead.
This country is facing an election. Both sides are, if you are talking of two sides, both Raila and Ruto are talking of the same things. There is nothing different they are saying. The problems that face Kenyans are the same. None of them is bringing anything different. None of them is coming up with any radical measures, any revolution. So they are talking about the same things. Kenyans will be forced this particular time to look at only two things. One, corruption. Because without dealing with corruption, Caleb, all those beautiful ideas in your plan, or do you call it a manifesto or a plan, all of them zero without dealing with corruption. The second thing Kenyans are going to look at is who between the Ruto 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪 team and the Raila Martha team can deliver the country, especially because at the core of this election is corruption. So Kenyans are being asked to make a very simple choice. When you look at Martha Karua and Raila Odinga on one side, and then you look at Ruto and 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪 on one side, who, as a Kenyan, can you believe can sort out the problem of this country, especially when at the core of the problem, at the center of our problems, is corruption? It is as simple as that. Of course, there will be a few confused fellows who may not make the right judgment, but the majority of Kenyans who are deciding might be tempted to think you are a joker.